Welcome to Conversations with Malik podcast show, coming to you from New York. I'm glad to have you and thank you all who are listening and watching this show. This podcast is about the stories of transformation of regular people during the basic struggle and pain of life. Everyone has a testimony. We all have survived the darkness. Now let's talk about how we got to the light so we can help our brothers and sisters who still haven't overcome their demons. But guess what? We all have devils on different levels. So through conversations, we use the tools of insight to light the path of hope. Let's have a chat and stop running from our issues. If we live through it, then talking about it probably won't kill us. That's what we're doing. Talking, crying, looking inward so we can grow outward is the theme of the show. The caterpillar transforming into the butterfly is the goal and purpose of this podcast. When you talk about you, I learn about me. Iron sharpens iron, steel sharpens steel, so we can cut through the fog of despair into the hope of today. And welcome to Conversations with Malik. And before we start today's show, hello, Joel. Listen, please don't forget to follow us on convoswithmalik.com, convoswithmalik.com. And there, when you go onto the website, you can find all our social media links. Please follow us on our page, Conversations with Malik, on our Facebook page, and we're on iTunes, Stitcher, Spotify, YouTube. And, the movement is growing, man. The movement's growing. And look, we were on vacation and we went away, and I'm back and I'm refreshed and I'm inspired by all of the things that are going on with the show. We got some new people coming on to the team that's helping to make the show a better show. And this morning I decided that I would personally come on and just talk about something that I feel is really important. And so my topic for today is what occupies your time controls your destiny. What occupies your time controls your destiny. And so, in my current state and the current right now decisions that I make are going to be what's going to determine where I go in life. There's no way around it. What am I spending my time doing? Am I spending my time talking about what other people are doing? Am I occupied with people that I can't change, trying to change them? Am I spending my time in a combative situation with people who I feel are offending me or hurting me in some kind of way? Am I spending my time working at a job that I really don't like being there? Am I spending my time in a relationship that I know I shouldn't be in? Am I spending my time chasing dreams and goals that I know really aren't for me? Am I spending my time eating foods that I know aren't good for me? What am I spending my time on? Because what occupies my time is going to directly determine where I end up at. And it's called manifest destiny. What's going to manifest in my life is a result of what I give my time to. So there's an old saying, and this isn't original, it doesn't come from me. If you put two dogs in the yard and the two dogs have a fight, which dog is going to win? And, the answer is the dog that you feed the most, because that's the dog that's going to be stronger. What parts of Malik, and these are questions that we can ask ourselves, what parts of Malik do I want to win the future battles in my life? And the parts of Malik, my best me, And I really got to take time to find out who and what I am. And how I find out who and what I am is first finding out what I am not. Because I'm not what you think I am. And in a lot of cases, I'm not what I think I am. Because a lot of us believe lies about ourselves that have been told to us by the people in our lives. And when I say lies, I don't mean like outright lies. I mean, sometimes people lie to us by placing limitations on us. Limitations are lies. Remember that. Limitations are lies. They're false narratives based on someone else's experience about what they weren't able to accomplish. And people pass down those lie of limitations to us through the demonstration in their personal lives. Learning isn't necessarily learning by what someone says to me. We first learn by what we see. We learn through demonstrations. We learn limitations through the demonstrations of the people in our lives, what they were able to accomplish and what they weren't able to accomplish. Follow me, because this is what's going to get to what occupies my time, controls my destiny. Because usually what occupies my time are things that I feel are comfortable to me. We only want to grab on to what's comfortable. And what's comfortable is usually what's easy. And what's easy usually isn't what's good for me. Come on. What's easy is usually what's not good for me. This is morning spirituality. And you can take what you do during the day and pray and meditate on this. There are things that don't taste good that are good for you. I couldn't stand broccoli growing up, but broccoli's good for you. I didn't like salads, but salads are protein. Salads are good for you. I loved candy. I loved ice cream. They taste good, but they're not necessarily good for me. So the question is, there are people who feel good, who give you good experiences that aren't necessarily good for you. There's music that's not necessarily good for you. There's jobs. There's neighborhoods. There's people. There are a lot of things that aren't good for me, but they feel good. But there are things that don't feel good that are the best for me. I've had experiences. Any of y'all have had experiences in your life, tough experiences that turned out to be some of the best experiences? You look back and say, oh man, my life changed as a result of that. My life was shaped and altered as a result of those rough experiences. Those are the experiences that have shaped. They didn't feel good, but those experiences shaped my life. So let me ask you a question. Why do we run from painful experiences? Why don't we embrace the pain of change? Why do we run from situations that are hard, that might not taste good going down? People who bodybuild and people who work out, you put your body through pain by stretching and tearing the muscles. It's painful. But as a result of stretching and tearing the muscles, the body gets in shape. It's the same way with spirituality. It's the same way with emotion and mental transformation. You got to be willing to go and grow through painful situations. The painful situations are really me denying myself the things that I want, that I know are no good for me. But I got to first find out what I'm not. Because it's not about addition. It's about subtraction. So a lot of us think if I just add this to my life, that my life's going to be better. That if I just get this job, or if I just acquire this amount of money, or if I just get the right woman, or if I just get the right man, if I move to the right neighborhood, that I'll be okay. But I'm telling you something, it's an illusion, because those are all external factors. Yes, external factors add value to my life, but they can only add value to someone who is already whole, to someone who is already complete. Because if I got a cup half full of dirty water and I pour clean water into it, I still got a dirty cup of water. So stop wasting time adding outside good things to the junk that's already there. The first job is to clean away the junk. That's really what's blocking me for finding out the real Malik that's really there. I got to move away what I'm not. I talked about before that my not to-do list needs to be larger than my to-do list, because it's the things that I don't need to be doing that makes me ultimately ineffective in carrying out the things that I need to be doing. It occupies my time. And I only got a certain amount of time. And the enemy knows that. The devil, Shaitan, the inner me, yin and yang, however you want to phrase it. But we all have an enemy inside of us. The enemy knows that. There's only but so much time in the day. You know, Little Kim said it best. I got no time for the fake ones. Just sit some Chris style with the real one. The West Coast spread love, son. I don't got no time. It's not that, you know, I don't come around as much anymore. I don't interact with a lot of the people that I used to interact with. It's not, I don't have time, because I understand I only have a certain amount of time, and I need to use my time wisely. So that saying, time is money and money is time, and not just talking about financial money, but spiritual, emotional money, and progress, and development, and growth. I only have a certain amount of time. What am I spending my resources? Am I spending my time gossiping and talking about other people that I can't change? Am I spending all of my time talking about Trump and his capitalistic system of neocolonialism? Yeah. Am I spending my time overly talking about things that I can't change? I gotta watch it. Listen, I love sports, but I can't spend too much of my time focusing on sports, on the Knicks. Look, I'm a Knicks fan, man. I got on my Knicks shirt. and let me tell you something. If I, you know, the Knicks haven't been doing well in a lot of years. If I let myself get too emotionally entangled with the Knicks, I wouldn't accomplish nothing. Because they haven't accomplished much. Even though I like Kevin Knox, I think we're in good hands. Kevin Knox and some of the things they're doing. But I'm serious. What's so that's an inventory question. And listen, and follow my show. Follow Conversations with Malik. Go to convoswithmalik.com. Like the page Conversations with Malik. We have a lot of great material. We've done over 70 shows, and it hasn't even been a full year. Seriously, 70 quality shows. Meeting with people, inspirational people. And I know this isn't popular to do on Facebook, and I'm coming on and I'm talking about spirituality, because spirituality, and these are the questions that lead to success. And when I talk about success, I'm talking about internal success, because it's internal resources that lead to outward resources. And a lot of us have it backwards. A lot of us are looking for outward resources, and we have outward goals. And we spend a lot of our time and we're occupied with achieving outward goals. And we have the cart before the horse. And you're going to be like that hamster on the hamster wheel, running around and finding out you're not getting where you want to get to. Because let me tell you something. And I'm not preaching, we're talking. I'm not a preacher. That's why I started the podcast, because I didn't want to preach like traditional preachers preach. I want to talk and relate. We're just talking. We're just talking. When anybody ever accomplish a dream or a goal, and when you get there, realize it wasn't all what you thought it was? Anybody ever buy a car and a week after having a car be like, it ain't all that? You buy something significant, you buy some jewelry, and then kind of wind up realizing, hey, man, I didn't need it as much as I thought I needed it. It really isn't all that. I mean, that's material things for you. And I have material stuff. But I don't go overboard with it. I just don't. I'm not a shopping fanatic. I buy things here and there, but I'm just not a shopping fanatic, because it doesn't fill me that way. You know what fills me? What fills me is the stories and the impact that I'm able to have on people's lives from day to day. That's what fills me up. I own businesses. I employ people. I give people opportunities and employment. I watch people come to my business and change and grow. I have people who I spiritually mentor. I have people who spiritually mentor me. I'm in the lives of a lot of people, and I like watching real-time growth and transformation. I love watching it. I love it. And it's sad to watch, though. It's sad to watch that I watch people over and over and over again get distraught with life. The key to depression is seeking outward goals. The key to mental illness and anxiety and all of those things are me attaching myself to outward goals, trying to achieve things that are outside of me, that are external, and chasing after them and letting my identity be caught up into external things. And the disillusion starts to come in after I start to accomplish external things. I start to realize that it's not bringing me the happiness that I thought it was going to bring me. That's where people start to get disillusions. And you know what? I've been there. I can testify. And I had to find that, you know what? My happiness, true peace, true serenity doesn't depend on my wife as much as I love her. It doesn't depend on my family. It doesn't depend on whether my children think I'm a good father that day. It doesn't depend on how well business is doing. It doesn't depend on whether or not I'm accomplishing an outside goal. True happiness comes from me knowing who and what I am at my core and being content with the successes and the failures, understanding that that's just the process of life and that things could be much worse. If I really look around, things could be much worse. So I'm going to end it with this. I'm going to end it with some things that you can check off and go into your day. And if you have these things, then you're blessed. Do you have good health? Can you walk? Can you see? Are you breathing? Do you have a roof over your head? Do you have food in your refrigerator? Do you have clothes on your back? Do you have shoes on your feet? Can you feel your heart beating? Do you have a little money in your pocket? Do you have money in your bank account? Do you have a cell phone? Do you have a car? If you don't have a cell phone or you don't have a car, good morning, Shalon. Are you close to getting one? Are you working towards getting it? Do you have clean sheets on your bed? Do you have laundry detergent? Do you have a wallet? No, these are just like a lot of the simple things. Are you going to a job this morning? Are you looking for a job? These are just simple things that really, 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 really get overlooked. Do I have the love of family and friends? Do I have people that I love? Do I have people that depend on me? Do I depend on other people? So when I begin to count my blessings, I realize that it's not as bad as I think, that I have good qualities, that I am giving, that I am kind, that I am a good friend, that I am a good brother, that I am a good husband, that I am a good father, that I am forgiving, that I do have empathy for others, that I do see past the bad in others to see the good in them. And when I start to look at these qualities about myself, you know what, man? That's enough for me. That's enough for me. The rest is gravy, baby. Thanks for tuning in with Conversations with Malik. And remember, Brother Malik loves you, and there's nothing you can do about it. Peace.